Hello, dear guys. I am glad to welcome you to the English lesson. The theme of our lesson is Abay Kunanbayev, Read 3. Today, you will know how to create a statement, reasoning, persuasion. Formulate questions by paraphrasing text information, and we will learn use the passive voice correctly. Guys, in our previous lessons, we learned the life and the work of the great Kazakh poet Abay Kunanbayev, who became the main Kazakh poet and read 3. In today's lesson, we will continue to analyze these read. First of all, I would like to test your previous knowledge. What could be the connection of these different numbers with Abay's life? Abay Kunanbayev was born on August 23, 1845. When he was 10 years old, his father sent him to the Ahmed Riza Medrese in Semipalatinsk. Also, at this age, he began to write poetry. At the age of 13, Abay got involved in the affairs of the county. Abay had 2 wives, they had 10 children, 7 sons and 3 daughters. In total, Abay wrote 45 words of edification in the complete collection of Abay. Many works written between 1890 and 1898 are called Karasöz, words of wisdom. The essay Rakliya, words of edification, of Karasöz, book of words, take a special place in the Abay's art. This is a philosophical work of Abay poet, 45 words including the historical article, a few words about the origin of the Kazakhs. The words are thematically intertwined with the poet's poems. In his edifications, Abay touches on a wide range of issues such as honest work, trade, art, education, science, the behavior of various groups in society, morality, and it contains many valuable conclusions. It was Mukhtar Avezov who made a bold and well-founded statement about the words of wisdom of Abay. The so-called heritage of Abay is a separate and independent form of fiction. These are not plots, these are not memoirs, used by previous authors. In terms of style and the content, these works are a kind of artistic expressiveness invented by Abay himself. Sometimes it looks like a criticism, a thought, and often like a testimony of morality. What is the difference between words and the fiction? A lack of the characters and the plot. What is the main purpose of words? Conscience, morality, behavior, work make a person complete ignorance, laziness, laid to the bottom. He called for art, education, science, revealed the innermost secrets of the world. In these first words, Abay emphasizes the goal. Finally decided, paper and the ink will be my consolation, I will write down my thoughts. Students, while reading word 3, you met the words realia. What kind of words are they? Students, while reading word 3, you met the words realia. What kind of words are they? Realia. These are words that name objects and the concepts of life, culture, historical era, social system, state structure, that is, the specific features of one people, its difference from other peoples. Relating to the realities of the Kazakh people and translated with the help of transcription by, bey, bolos, balvost, county, west. Here the translator doesn't give any notice counting on the fact that the reader, starting to read such a work filled with realities, first familiarize himself with the customs and the traditions of the Kazakh people. Guys, in this word you met the following keywords. What do you think these words mean? Estrangement, hostility, ill will, insincerity, a lust for power, unbridled. What do you think these words mean? Estrangement, the fact of no longer being on friendly terms or part of a social group. Hostility, unfriendly, angry behavior. Ill will, bad feelings between people because of things that happened in the past. Insensitivity, the quality of not expressing genuine feelings. A lust for power, intense desire to attain power and control. Unbridled feeling is one of that people do not try too hard to control. Guys, now let's do the next task. Read the sentences carefully and say if they are true or false. This sentence is true. Also mentioned about if they had taken up labor farming or commerce, if they had been respected in learning and art, this would never have come to pass. If there were the estrangement amongst our people, they could never condone a thief who, making adroit use of the support of one group or another, continues his brazen robbery. It is false. On the contrary, the author calls on the peoples to be one and hints at unity. People who know Kazakh ways will say, when two bees get together, there is sure to be four disputes. It is true. These words have not lost their significance to this day. And now, guys, pay attention of these words. What are these words? This is formation of the passive voice in English. The passive voice is a grammatical construction that shows that the subject, who, what, doesn't perform action by itself, but experiences the action on itself, is the object of the action. Guys, watch the video carefully, in which cases passive voice is used and is a difference with active voice.
Active versus passive voice.
Active, passive.
What is voice?
Voice refers to the who or what that is doing the verb's action in a sentence.
Active voice
Means that the subject is doing the action. Therefore, there's an active subject.
Passive voice
Means the subject is receiving the action. Therefore, this is the passive subject.
So, to figure out whether a sentence is active or passive voice, look at the subject. Is the subject performing the action, active, or receiving the action, passive?
An example, the boy plays the piano.
Boy equals subject, plays equals verb, the boy is doing the action, therefore the boy is the active subject. Because the boy is the active subject,
Then this sentence is written in the active voice. The piano is played by the girl.
piano equals subject, is played equals verb, the piano is receiving or not doing the action, therefore the piano is the passive subject. Because the piano is the passive subject,
Then this sentence is written in the passive voice.
why do we care?
Active voice is more concise, easier to understand, and less work for your reader. Let's look at some examples.
Two sentences.
The dog scares the cat is scared by the dog.
In the first sentence,
The dog scares the cat,
the dog is the subject of the sentence and is actively doing the verb's action. Dog equals active subject.
This sentence is written in the active voice.
Now the second sentence.
The cat is scared by the dog.
The cat is the subject of the sentence, but the cat is not doing the verb's action. Cat equals passive subject.
Therefore, this sentence is written in the passive voice.
Now, some tips to help you rewrite passive voice into active voice. Number 1, identify the verb.
The thunder is heard by Kira. Heard is the verb.
Number 2, ask yourself who or what is doing the verb's action.
Kira is the one who hears. Therefore, she is doing the verb's action.
Number 3, rearrange the sentence order.
Kira heard the thunder.
Remember, keep the verb tense the same.
The pizza will be eaten by Mary.
Will be eaten is the future tense.
Mary will eat the pizza.
Will eat is also future tense.
Recap. Active voice. 1. More concise. 2. Easier to understand. 3. Less work for your reader.
Remember, the active subject is doing the verb's action. Visit Writing Services!
www.lib.uguelph.ca.
The passive voice in English is formed using the auxiliary verb to be and is a semantic verb in the third form. In place of the subject in the affirmative sentences, there will be a person or object on which the action will be performed. Now, students, try to find in word 3 sentences with passive voice. Honest sons of the steppers are the victims of criminal charges based on false accusation and are subjected to humiliating interrogations. Witnesses are produced ready to swear to what they have never seen or heard. A new saying has gained currency now. The Volos chiefs are elected for a 3-year term. Their second year is given over to fighting possible future rivals. And now try to form active voice, not change the meaning of the sentences. Today, in the lesson, we systematized our knowledge about passive voice, and we also talked about Abay's word 3. Careful and thoughtful reading and studying of words will be a tribute to the great and wise Abay, whom can be referred lines once written by him, can be called the one who gave to the world immortal words. See you soon. Goodbye.